All right, welcome back, and we are going to continue our discussion on how to use the str format technique to do variable substitutions in your test. So this is where we left off, where we constructed a question by substituting the values of the full name variable and the drink variable in the place of the two placeholders that we had. Well, we can even go a step further and make it look nicer by using named placeholders. Okay, so I can say, instead of just using the empty curly bracket to denote a placeholder, I can actually say I can say f name here, and I can say d name here, where f name stands for full name and d name stands for drink name. I mean, these names have been chosen arbitrarily, and you can also choose it any way you want. It just has to make sense for you. Okay, now if we do this, we need to go a step further and take another action, because now it is not empty placeholders, but we are using named placeholders. And so when we call the format function, we need to tell the format function what to substitute for which named placeholder. In that way, the order doesn't matter. Okay, in fact, before I show you this, let me go back and show you why the order matters here. So assuming I passed drink before full name here, so I'm going to get rid of full name here, then it changes what we see. So let me bring my terminal back, and then I'm going to run this program again. You can see that it says grape juice, would you like some moon tiger? That doesn't make sense, right? Because that is not the intention that we had. We actually wanted to say, moon tiger, would you like some grape juice? But now, because of the order in which we did the substitution, the order in which we provided the values to the format function, it has also changed the resultant string. And so this is why we need to be able to use named placeholders. Once we use named placeholders, the order in which we provide the values to the format function doesn't matter anymore, because we are going to be explicit. So we will explicitly tell the format function that in place of this named placeholder, use the value from this variable, and in place of this other named placeholder, I want you to use the value from this variable. So let's go ahead and do what I cleaned before here. So I want to say f name here, and I'm going to use d name for drink name. And so when we call the format function, this is how we are going to explicitly provide the values to be substituted in place of any named placeholder. I can say d name is equal to this, and then over here I can say f name is equal to this. Now once I do this, what is going to happen is it is not going to do the substitution based on the order in which I have passed the values to the format function. Instead, it is going to look at the named parameter and substitute the appropriate value of which variable I have provided. So what I mean is, wherever you see d name, put the value of drink. Wherever you see f name, put the value of full name. So let's run this program once again, and then we will see. So you see that this time around we are back to what we expected. Now we are seeing moon tiger, would you like some grape juice? Even though when we call the format function, we pass the drink name before the f name. And this is what makes us take control, such that the order in which we pass values to the format function doesn't matter over here. So this is yet another way of using the format function. And the key thing I want you to take from this is the fact that you have the ability to use named parameters instead of just using placeholders. I meant named placeholders instead of just using empty placeholders, and that makes the order in which you pass the values to the format function not important. So thank you very much for watching this. In the next video, we are going to continue our discussion on this same str format. I'm taking my time to show you this because it was the preferred approach prior to the coming of the F strings, and so you will see this used in several code bases, and so it is important for you to understand how to use it very well. So in the next video I will show you yet another way of using the str format. So let's take a quick break and I will see you soon in the next video.